Good morning. Excuse my attire. I just decided to roll out of bed and throw a shawl on because why not? I'm a hippie. Do I really dress up? No. So anyway, our daily devotional day for November 17th is entitled Life Balance, and again, it's from Kate West's Real Witches. This one's actually a pretty decent one. You can elaborate off of it, which we might try to if I have time, as it goes on, but I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. It says life balance. The term work-life balance is currently fashionable, reflecting the dawning realization that there may be more to life than the acquisition of wealth and possessions. The concept of balance is one of the keys to the craft. Furthermore, the craft is about living as part of life rather than apart from it. It's very, very important. These two concepts should be applied to the balance we seek in our daily lives, as an emphasis on any one part of life can be detrimental to the other parts. It is useful occasionally to step back and assess our lives, to examine whether we are doing the things which benefit us or expending our energies on things which are no longer relevant or important. There are many ways of doing this, but the one I use involves writing down lists of the ways I've spent my time. And then I review each one of them against another list of things I feel are important in my life. Of course, we can not only do that which we enjoy, that's just how life is, and there's some things which we have to do and they must be done. But unless you are very organized, you will find that there are some things on which you spend time and effort which are neither necessary nor desirable. These are the things on which we expend useful time and energy, but from which we need to consider extricating ourselves. This does not mean you should completely stop being helpful to others, but that perhaps you should bring this into balance with the rest of your life. Learn to say no to requests and demands which do not enhance you or embrace you for the moment. With that said, a lot of us have a hard time sometimes balancing where we practice, whether we're in the broom closet still, whether we're out with work, with family, with everything. So, I think the list thing is a good idea. Maybe starting a schedule for yourself and getting yourself into the swing of, okay, I'm going to do this at this time. I'm going to wake up, I'm going to have my coffee, I'm going to meditate, and then, I'll go to work. Because a lot of us do work outside the home. I work outside the home once a week, plus I'm on call for the fire department 24/7. So, and then I run the business, so that's neither here nor there. I have a lot more freedom than most, and I am blessed for that. But then we have the other things, that tend to draw us in that we don't necessarily need to be a part of. Family drama. Me personally, I've been drawn into a lot of family drama that I should not have been drawn into, and I did feed into, and I learned my lesson very quickly that not my circus, not my monkeys, you can't choose your family, but you can choose your extended family, and I have done that through the outreach of this group that we have. But back to the scheduling, you should schedule each day something that will further you spiritually and further you in your craft. Whether that is casting a circle on Thursdays. You don't need a reason. Just cast it. Give your offerings, wildflowers, apples, whatever on your plate. Doing a study on a goddess before you go to bed. Replace that book of fantasy that you like once or twice a week with expanding your knowledge on a god or goddess. The more you know, the more you can embrace. Another idea is finding a resource to learn about crystals and herbs and all the things that those before us always used. Simplicity was key back then. We talked a while back about a devotional about how potatoes, being relatively close to the mandrake root, were used a lot back in, the olden days because they were accessible. So you want to find balance in work, family, and spirituality. It won't come overnight, but it will come. I have found that balance. It is an amazing feeling to know that you aren't leaving anything out that is important. I spoke with a woman recently who, and I won't divulge her name, of course, who is, being distracted, and the distraction of this thing, which happened to be love, to someone maybe she probably shouldn't be in love with, was pulling her away from everything else, and it was taking up all of the energy that she could be expending towards other things. You don't want to waste energy, you don't want to waste time, you want to spend energy, you want to spend time. Whether that is helping people, that is my big thing. I love to help people. I feel that given the gifts I'm given, you given the gifts you're given, we are given them for a purpose, as every rock, stone, leaf, root, plant, tree, animal, everything has a purpose and a reason for being on this planet. And during each life, I plan to progress further and to improve. I feel with each tarot reading, with each lesson I learn, with each book I read, with each devotional I go into, that I grow spiritually and as a person. I don't just grow in pagan or Wicca. I grow as a person. I find strength. I develop more inner strength. With each paranormal investigation, I learn more. The fear has diminished since I was a child. I've been dealing with it, so I wasn't really scared, but the fear has diminished as far as me approaching that thing and tackling it, because a lot of people need help with that, which I plan to do this week. So, there'll be updates on that, I'm sure. But, this devotional was very important. We need balance. Balance is a necessity. If you don't have balance in your life, then you will always feel a little off and like something isn't right, or like maybe there's a void there that you can't fill. I am going to do another video today. It is on a few spells. I don't know if I'll get to it right away. It may be later this afternoon. But there are a few spells in here that are relatively good. And for those who are the basic witches, kitchen witches, who you have herbs on hand, or how to make essential oils, or how to anoint things, and, simple spells that can be applied to your everyday life. With that said, that's all I kind of have for this one. Smudge, listen to music, say something good about yourself. You deserve it. You're amazing. Congratulations on making it this far in your walk. I wish you nothing but the best. Blessed be.